Bethel TV, sharing the gospel around the world. La bonne nouvelle en tout temps et en tout lieu. Votre chaîne 100% chrétienne qui vous offre des talk shows encourageants pour apporter une étincelle dans votre vie.
Pourquoi pas devenir your own boss? La méthodologie pour pouvoir trouver une solution à ça. Exactement.
Souffert du cancer dans un premier cas. Nous pouvons aussi faire une récurrence du cancer.
Des moments de divertissement. Des temps d'enseignement et de prière pour soutenir votre croissance spirituelle et entretenir la flamme de Dieu dans votre cœur. De l'actualité, non seulement pour nous tenir informés, mais aussi pour nous sensibiliser sur les réalités du monde autour de nous. Bethel TV, sharing the gospel around the world. La bonne nouvelle en tout temps et en tout lieu.
Hello guys, how you guys doing? It's me, your girl Gracia Susuzande. Of course, you know me from this amazing, beautiful videos on YouTube, doing all these tutorials for you guys. And also, why not on Miss Africa GB 2018 and Miss Congo 2018? Well, right now I'm coming with something fabulous. I'd like to present to you your new TV show, which is going to be called Etincelle. This show is going to be happening every single Friday at 7 p.m. on Bethel TV. So you probably want to find out why Etincelle. Well, Etincelle is a French word for sparkle. For Etincelle, I would like to bring light into someone's life from the dark place where they are, not knowing really who they are and where they're going, or trying to bring them into the light to really wanting to find out and get to know exactly who they are. And with that, I'll be inviting amazing people who got amazing testimony to be able to help you that is going through so much, that you feel like your life is so blurry, that you don't really know your self-identity. These people will be able to help you as themselves have gone through that, you know. So my message to you today is that God has your back. He got you and will not let you go. That you can come from somewhere and go somewhere. Etincelle. You can now catch me live on Facebook, on Bethel TV, sharing the gospel around the world. Every single Friday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Connect yourself, don't miss it, as this is going to be a life changer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you're finding yourself in the world. My name is Gracia Susuzande. I am Miss Africa GB, second runner-up 2019-20. Your host of today. Welcome to Etincelle. Etincelle is a French word for sparkle. This has been created to be able to bring light into somebody's life. And perhaps also in any area of your life. Could be emotional, private, physical, intimacy, sentimental, and so on. And this show is all about acknowledging the situation and the issue that's been going on within your life, finally coming out of it, and see the light moving forward towards your journey. In your journey, and be able to share also your experience, but also how do I say this? Moving forward in your journey, as we all have a purpose. And in this show, I'll be inviting amazing people who have amazing testimony to be able to share with you, their views on how they overcome their dark place and how they found finally that Etincelle, you know, that light. So yes, welcome to Etincelle. To everyone that's watching me right now, I greet every single one of you. May God bless you for connecting tonight. We are Friday. Thank you for being here, for sharing, for commenting, for for interacting with us, as today is going to be a talk show. I'm gonna be alone, discussing with you an amazing topic, something that everyone loves, sort of understand, and very, very interesting. And just before I start, I will say welcome to this new month of May. Let this May be a blessing to you and your family. Yes, we are confined, in our homes because of this pandemic, but let's always find something positive. Even in the trouble, we are confined, but we are not broken. Something that my apostle Marlene Villa de Progrès et de Prospérité has said in one of her shows. So may God bless you too, Apostle Marlene, wherever you're finding yourself. And so, yes, I'm sure you're looking forward to this amazing topic, which is love. We are going to be talking about love for the whole month of May, and under love there is different shape, different faces, different shades of love. But today we are going to be talking about self-love. Self-love is going to be our topic of today. So before you continue probably on this show, maybe you want to go to the loo, coming back, or maybe just sit tight, have your drink, relax a little bit and open your ear. I want you to be positive. I want you to be able to take this information, transform it, and so you can be able to go higher. That's one of my mentors used to say one day. It's like, take any issue that you have, everything that it is, transform it and keep on going higher. All right, today we're going to talk about love, as I said, and the reason why I'll be talking about love in this time period is because love conquers all. Love survives all. Love is really the key for everything that you want to do, whether it's in the business, whether it's just in life in general, marriage and relationships, and just in time, because love is like a glue. Whether there's something that's been broken, when you add love to it, it kind of like can sort of bring everything back. Yes, in this time, love is very demanding. Love is something that we need, and it's important even to acknowledge love even in time like this. So under the words of love, which is quite big, great, I'll say, before I even go deeper, I will be able to define love for the ones who probably don't know the definition, as we all define love in our own way, how we feel it, how we see it, how we understand it, how we interact with it. So love is an intense feeling of deep affection. That is what the general definition has been given to us. I can repeat it to you: an intense feeling of deep affection. Somewhere else it says that love is an intense affection for another person based on personal or familiar ties, and a deep tenderness, affection and concern felt for a person with whom one has a relationship. All right, that is what love. But I also found some bullet points when it comes to love, LOVE, which comes under L for listening, O for overcoming, V for value, and E for everything. I really quite like this one. So L for listening, O for overcoming, and V for valuable, and E for everything. For everything, it's important to be able to, to listen in the time like this. Don't shut your ears down, because sometimes by listening you understand so much more. It's not just just listening anyhow, but really pay attention to the situation that we are going through right now. All for overcoming, because even when the dark times comes, the light always comes after, shines through. So overcoming, yes, we will overcome this pandemic, this situation that we are globally facing. And value is important, to value each other in this moment. Value your family, value your husband, value your friends, and so on, because by valuing someone, that person feel appreciated, especially in the time that we are confined in our homes. Valuing someone, valuing their space, meaning respecting also, because we did speak about respect in our previous shows, and we said that respect is very important. It's the law and regulation in, depending on individual houses. So valuing someone, something that is valuable, is also considering a person, considering something. So yeah, and everything means all, love goes everywhere. Love is something that we, like I said, we all need, and there's not a place that love doesn't fit. It always slides in and conquers everything. So my own definition on when it comes to love, I will say that to me, love is beyond words. Love is above something that we cannot see. Love is something that we cannot see, because I can give an example of, I think the most biggest example I can ever give is the Lord Jesus Christ. I mean, he has shown the world the most biggest sign, or even ever. He left the throne, he left his place, wherever he was, in his glory, in his where he was reigning, and he looked down and he saw you and I. He saw his people, and he left everything. He came down, and died for you and I. That is the most biggest sacrifice that a person can ever do to another. And love is sacrifice. Love is so much more. But I think that is, to me, the definition I could possibly give is that love is beyond the visible, right? It's definitely beyond that. But today we're not talking about just love, because like I said, love has different shades. But we're going to be talking about self-love, which is something absolutely mandatory. It is important to understand it, because not everyone understands what self-love really is. And in this program today, we're going to be talking about the positive side of it and the negative side of self-love, right? Wherever you're finding yourself, try to identify. I mean, the line will be open in probably 30 minutes, 15 minutes, and I need you to open a little bit your mind of where you're sitting down in your chair. It's like, do you have the self-love, and do you understand what self-love means? All right, so self-love, in my notes, as I've researched a little bit on that one, I'll say that self-love is something that is when you see. Oh, I want to define it on my own way, right? So, and then I will say that self-love is when you value yourself, for your own well-being. That is when you really consider yourself. Not that it's ego, but it's like you trying to put yourself as much as possible first, because of your own well-being. And so many people don't know how to self-love, how to love themselves. And so in my notes, I can go towards it. So I can say that that the quote, the quote of what the Bible is also teaching us. It says that in Mark 12:31, you shall love your neighbor as you love yourself. You shall love your neighbor as you love yourself. All right. And how can you love somebody else without loving yourself first? It's completely impossible. But the thing is that we still do it without even acknowledging. We entered into relationship without even loving yourself, but you want to love that person so much, you want to give so much, you want to always sharing so much, but you're not even thinking about yourself. And so if I go down onto my notes, I said that self-love means regards for one's own well-being and happiness. That's exactly what I said, right? Regards for one's own well-being and happiness. And so it is important, very, very important, to be able to love yourself. So the positive sides of loving yourself, I'll say maybe in this time of pandemic that we are facing with the COVID-19, it has been told us already that it's important to, the rules and the regulations that's been asked us all to do, as you all know, is to be able to clean yourself, taking care of yourself. Do you do it? Do you take care of yourself? Be clean. It's important to be clean, but in that being clean, meaning that you need to wash yourself, right? Washing yourself, washing your hands as you're coming in. You need to wash yourself twice. You need to eat well. You need to exercise. You need to sleep well. All these things. Taking your clothes, changing your clothes, especially if you came from outside. Distancing yourself from people. All this is something that it has put in place to say love yourself. Love yourself means protect yourself, protect your family, protect your neighbor, protect yourself, protect the people who are surrounding you. Self-love yourself, because I don't think the government want people to die. I don't want your family to die. I don't think you want anyone around you be hurt, especially be hit in this COVID-19 that is taking our loved ones with them. I mean, it is absolutely a chaos, but are you respecting, are you taking in all the rules, the laws and regulations it's been asked us to do? It's important, very, very, very important. Loving yourself comes under also, like I said, being clean, respecting yourself. Sometimes, yeah, we can feel lazy in times. You don't wash yourself 1 day, 2 days, but is it really loving yourself? Because if you love yourself, you'll make sure that you wash yourself every day, even 2 times if I need to, in the morning and evening, because a human being sweats, a human being release toxin, a human being has touches things. We do touch things, we take in, we hold things, all this, and the bacteria are always around us, whether in the house or outside. We are always surrounded by bacteria, whether we like it or not. I mean, toxins in the air, we sniff it, we take it in. There's so many things going on that the human eye sometimes cannot see, and it's very important to be able to acknowledge that and be clean. Make sure you wash yourself, wash your teeth in the morning. So many people wake up in the morning without even brushing their teeth. I mean, this is crazy. How can you go on a day without brushing your teeth? You're not respecting yourself. You're not loving yourself, because by loving yourself, you're respecting your body. You're respecting you as a being. I mean, you need to keep your skin clean, you need to keep your mouth clean, you need to keep your ears clean. Some people don't even wash their ears. You need to keep your feet clean. Make sure that you change your socks, because obviously you wear it today, tomorrow your feet will eventually start smelling, so you need to put it aside. Make sure you wash your clothes. You wear it today, tomorrow you wash it. Whether it's the underpants, upper pants, or bra, wherever it is, making sure that it is clean at all time. And that is just in the general rules when it comes to you personal. It is very important to love yourself. Love yourself before loving somebody else. You know, don't leave your house without you knowing mentally, physically, and emotionally, hey, yeah, I am clean. So if I stand next to somebody, I will not offend this person or make them feel uncomfortable because I haven't washed. You know, I haven't washed myself. You need to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself means also not just beyond cleaning yourself, is also, you know, when you see, for example, somebody who you know, takes care of their skin. I mean, you know, you're buying the products that you need for maybe something particular for your skin, whether it's for your face or anything like that. When it comes to makeup, sometimes you wake up in the morning, it doesn't mean because we are in the pandemic or in the situation that you shouldn't put a powder on your face. It's true, you're not going anywhere, but you know, to have that little glam, that little sparkle, you know, even in this confinement that we're finding ourselves, whether it's a man or whether it's a female, both of them, it's important to know that, you know, you're there with your husband, you're there with your man, you're there with your children. Don't let them just, you know, smell your armpits like it's okay. Yes, it can happen, but be clean even within your household. Be clean outside your household. Be clean at all time. You know, especially when you're going to meet somebody, be clean. So let's continue on that one. So what the other thing about you know, self-love is also, you know, the joy. You know, feeling joyful. Do you feel joyful? I mean, personally, when I see a person there's you know, has this amazing joy within them, I can see that this person loves herself. I don't even have to question it. The way they're conducting themselves, the way they speak, you can feel the joy, you know, coming through. As soon as they enter, you can see, oh, this person has confidence. This person, the way that person is walking, you know, your walk, it says a lot. You know, your attitude says a lot. The way you're conducting yourself, things you're saying says a lot, and it speaks volume. It speaks major volume, like to say that you know, a person next to you will say, hey, you know, surely she loves herself. When you speak positivity all the time, when you're always about, you know, spreading joy all around you, you know, I always like to be around someone that spreads love, that spreads joy, because it's contagious. When you spread love and joy, oh my God, it really does. How would I say this? It just attracts you. It just it's contagious. You know, you can go to work and feeling really upset, and regardless of what happened at home, and as soon as you meet your friend that's always joyful, you want to be around it because you don't want to stay in that moody feeling all day long. It's important to be joyful and in good mood, you know, spreading that good mood. Very, very, very important. And so another quote that someone special to me brought to me, in, you know, to understand. It says, self-love makes you not depend on anyone. Self-love doesn't make you depend on anyone. What does that mean? The way I understand I understand this phrase, it means that not depending on anyone, meaning you're not lazy, meaning that you are hardworking, meaning that you will not let someone else what's it called, it's okay for someone to help you. You know, that's not bad. We all go through situations whereby, you know, the Lord just let that happen for you, maybe to understand something, you know, because every single step or phase of your life is for you to understand something. But in this phrase, it's like you're not depending on anyone. You're working very hard for yourself. You're proud of yourself. You know, self-love yourself. You're not always there depending on, so leaning on someone. You know, your head is not always on somebody's shoulder. Whether it's not bad, but it's important to not always depend on anyone. Being strong, that's what that means. Also, is means being strong, not depending on someone. All right, self-love makes you strong to challenge or and all obstacles. This makes you strong in all challenges and obstacles. Situation will occur in your life, whether you like it or not. But when you are self-love, when you love yourself, sometimes, like, even if you are broke, when I say you are broke, no one will see it. No one will be able to guess that this is what this person is going through. So in that problem, in that issue, you're facing it, you're going strong on it. And as soon as you come out of that situation, no one will ever guess or even ask you. But as soon as you start speaking about it, people will be like, raw, is that what she was going through? Is that the situation that she was going through? It is very, very important to self-love yourself. Because when you love yourself, you're training your brain, you're training how you speak, you're training your attitude, you're training your inside, your emotions. When you self-love yourself, you're training your physical side. When you love yourself, you go beyond everything. When you self-love yourself, no one can ever break you, because you are strong. You are so strong. And what I also can say is that when you love yourself, you are ambitious. What you're thinking is to conquer something. You're going for, like, my business. You're going through the things that you really want to do in life. Be ambitious. Going for your dream, going for the things that you like. When you self-love yourself, you think success. You think success. When you love yourself, you're thinking about you. You're not thinking about anybody else. When you love yourself, you have the vision, the goal. You're seeing far further than your nose, because what you love yourself. You want to be somebody. You want to go somewhere. You want to do the things that your parents and grandparents never did before. You want to go higher when you love yourself. When you love yourself, you know yourself. You know who you are, who you want to be. You know that this is me. This is Gracia, and you're not letting anyone stop you, or even, like, putting things in your ear to stop your growth as, yourself, and it is very, very important to know that. All right, these are all what I call self-love in the positive, the things that I put down for you to know and to see. Are you all basing yourself or finding yourself in a category of self-love? Do you? Because sometimes self-loving yourself is not being ego. It's not having this ego. And these other things, what I can say when it comes to self-love, I can give an example of myself. I remember that I went to the shop, actually, and I bought myself some juice, one of my juice that I love to drink, and it's called Vibe, tropical something, and I really love those drinks. And I bought several of them. I can think 6 of them. And as I was coming out of the shop, I saw, this person who was begging for money. I'm the kind of person, yes, it's true. If I have it, I'll give it to you. But if I don't have it, I don't have it. And everything, all I had, it was those juice. So I stopped. I took one of the juice inside, and I gave it to this person. And he said, thank you. And I continued on my way. If it was somebody else, or let's say if Let's imagine I only bought 2 juices. Self-loving yourself is basically giving 1 and keeping 1, right? Because you're thinking about, hey, I'm going home, possibly I don't have a parent, possibly I don't have brothers and sisters, possibly I don't have anyone that's helping me. I'm my own help. So if I give everything that I have in this basket, what am I gonna have left? It's true, God blesses us a way or another, but sometimes God in his throne, he looks at you and is wondering, and you want to see how you're managing the blessing that he's giving you, right? And it's important to see that. So if you give everything that you have, let's say the 10 pound, the last 10 pound that you have, you give everything, like, do you know when you're going to have another 10 pound? Unless maybe you have another 10 pound at home, that's fine. But if you know that you don't have another 10 pound, why giving everything that you have and being left with nothing? Especially in the day and age that we live in, you know, money comes, money goes, and it's important to be able to control what you have. You know, love yourself. Share, yes. Love somebody else, yes, but love yourself first. Yeah, nothing to do with boosting yourself or being ego. All right, so we will come back straight after this break, and I want to know your views on this one. So feel free to call, as the line is going to be open. So when it comes to love, you know, share your views. Don't feel shy or anything, and we will see each other in 2 or probably in a minute. Thank you so much, and see you soon.
C'est encore un signal, je m'approche devant ton trône avec un si grand cœur. Toi seul connais mieux que les autres. Aujourd'hui les choses ne sont pas comme elles devraient l'être, papa. Mais ta parole me rappelle que sans toi que je dois mettre ma confiance. Il y a plusieurs fois, je me suis réveillée au milieu de la problèmes vont finalement achever ma vie. C'est là que je me souviens, là où je m'arrête, c'est là que tu continues. Je suis là, je pense avoir gagné. C'est là que tu te révèles comme l'éternel désormais. Ce n'est pas par ma force, ni par mon pouvoir, ce n'est pas ton esprit, Yahweh, que tout est accompli dans ma casse.
Welcome to Etincelle, and my name is Gracia Susuzande, your host. We're basically talking about self-love. We talk about the positive side, and now we're entering in the negative. Yes, there's also a negative side of self-love, especially if you don't know how to, you don't understand it, you don't know how to simply just love yourself. So we'll quickly go on the live chat, and I can see so many of you watching, and thank you so much, like I said, for for connecting, for your comments. I see that Jamine Bila is watching. I see Apostle Myling watching. Thank you so much. Thank you for you as well, Nadia. Thank you so much. And so Nadia said, la charité bien ordonnée commence par soi-même. A good charity is well coordinated, starts with yourself. All right. And she said you cannot love yourself, love others, if you don't know how to love yourself. Indeed, it's very, very important. You cannot love others when you don't know how to love yourself. How would you even start? And so many people start relationships and so many things, businesses, deals with people when they don't even know how to love themselves. And it's a wrong move. It's very a wrong move. The line is open, everyone, so you can just feel free to call the number of 07395626339. I can type it through. For the ones who don't know, I can put 07395626339. So just feel free to call and give your view when it comes to this topic. It is very mandatory. We're going to the negative side. All right, lack of self-love. What does it intake? What does it come with? All right, it comes with, first, laziness. When you don't know how to love yourself, you are lazy. Lazy in so many ways. Lazy with the things that we spoke first was, yourself, your emotion, your physique, your everything, your body. You're lazy in all aspects. You're lazy even in at work. You are lazy in all areas of your life, whether it's relationship, whether it is your own business. Let's talk about your physique. I mean, you're probably not gonna be bothered to clean yourself. I mean, lazy. While you wake up in the morning, all you're thinking is probably just laying down and have some popcorn, some beer, and like, let me just chill out. It's good to chill out sometimes, but even in that chill out, take care of yourself, love yourself. Even in that chill out, I mean, you're lazy in your relationship. You don't want to make any efforts. You don't want to bring the new things within that relationship. Lazy with your children. You don't want to even spend time with them. Lazy in your household. You're always there in your corner. You're always bring yourself out every single time. You're always there in your own zone, and that is absolutely a no. That is a no. In my when I speak, I always say no. That cannot happen. Laziness, it has to be taken away. When you don't love yourself, that's how you feel. When you want to go somewhere and meet somebody, you don't even feel like dressing up. You don't feel like even like taking care of yourself, for you to smell good. Taking care of your outfit. Hey, where am I going to wear? You're not bothered. And whatever. I'm just going in the shop. Let me just wear my flip-flops and just go in the corner shop, coming back, and that's it. No, love yourself. Lazy with all conversation with your loved ones. You just say how to say the conversation that doesn't even make sense. You're not making any efforts, and that's absolutely a no, right? So lack of self-love is when you're insecure, complex within your marriage. Self-love also touches marriages. Self-love touches relationships. You're feeling absolutely insecure because you're looking at your neighbor, your sister's marriage, and you envy them. You don't love yourself, because if you loved yourself, you will not envy the next door neighbor. You will not envy them. If you love yourself, you won't even care about whether she knows how to cook or not. You won't even care of how they dress or not, because when you met your husband, well, he loved you for a reason. When you met your wife, you liked her for a reason. How she was dressed, I mean, her attitude, everything, that was for a reason. So when you don't love yourself, you feel envious of everything, of anyone. And that touches like every single aspect of life, whether it's business, what they have, what car they drive, I mean, where they go, where they're traveling, things that their money, I mean, what they're earning, where they work, everything about them. You're so envious. And when it comes to envious, it goes towards this other category, which is called jealousy. I mean, when you don't love yourself, it can take you so far. It can take you even in depression. Yes, in depression. When you don't love yourself, you're not strong mentally. When you don't love yourself, you sink so low. Because you want to be like her. You want to be like him. Especially social media. Social media brings us things that you're like, oh my God, I need to have this. I need to be like her. I need to dress like her. I need to have everything that he has. I need to have it as well. You know? And this can lead you to depression, because you're so depressed over everything that you're seeing, everything that you're hearing, everything that you're taking in. You know? Self-love is so important, because you cannot conquer this world, conquer the things that's going through around, especially media, if you don't love yourself. Loving yourself, I mean, lack of loving yourself can lead you even to death, because after depression, you probably feel the need to hang yourself. How many girls and boys and men have killed themselves because they envy this person so much? They didn't love themselves, and this led them to kill themselves. We always hear situation like this on the media. Or this person jumped over the fence, jumped over this building. I mean, they hanged themselves, they killed themselves. I mean, and they went to stab this person. They went to kill this girl. I mean, they even went on to like raping this person. Why? Because lack of self-love. Lack of self-love brings destruction. Even God loves himself, and this is what he's commanding us, to love ourselves. How can you love your neighbor without loving yourself? Because as soon as your neighbor is going to turn to be a millionaire or billionaire, all you'll be thinking about is to either start being close to this person, and then start envy everything that they have, wanting to become like that person, and not even taking everything that that person has. This can lead you far. This can lead you so far. So in everything that I've said, where are you finding yourself? In which category are you finding yourself? That is my question to you today. You know, within your relationship, are you happy? Do you love yourself enough? Do you love your spouse? I mean, do you love yourself enough to even be in this relationship? You know, you can't love. It's important to love your husband, but love yourself first. Making sure even if you have 2-3 kids, don't just let yourself go. You know, take care of your physique. Yes, it's true, you're not young anymore. But what does it take for you to just wake up in the morning and do some crunches? What does it take for you to wake up in the morning and go for a run? You know, schedule yourself. You know, that belly that has brought all this life in the world doesn't mean it has to stay like this. You know, you are a husband, doesn't mean because you're hardworking that you need to let yourself go. Yes, I'm working so hard that I come home and so yeah, let me just chill and stuff. No. Is that how your wife met you? When it comes to your businesses, you started so good. It was flowing, and somehow you start just, you know, going lazy. Love yourself. When you love yourself, it will show in every single paper and statement of your life. When you love yourself, everyone will see it. When you love yourself, you're glowing. When you love yourself, you're shining. When you love yourself, it's written on your forehead because you love yourself in all aspects. So do not feel like, hey, because I have this, I need to. No. Even if you're a pastor, you need to love yourself. You can love God and God loves you. God will never take the love away from you. But hey, love yourself. Don't just take what anyone will tell you because you're a man or woman of God. You know, first of all, you're a man. You know, first of all, you're a female. You know, God has given you that beauty. Utilize it in a positive manner. Utilize what God has given you. Take care of that body physically. Take care of your mental state. Take care of your emotion state. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Love yourself. In this pandemic, we are all confined. Whether you're a billionaire, whether you're a millionaire, whether you're a trillionaire, you know, whether you have nothing, 0 point niet nada que dalle, tu as rien, you have nothing. We are all confined. So what are you doing right now with this time that has been given to you? Work on yourself. Work on you. Be true to yourself, because self-love, like I said earlier, is knowing yourself. Do you know yourself enough? Ask yourself this question. Do I know myself enough? You know, Nadia, I'm asking you this question. Do you know yourself enough? You know? Do you know yourself enough? For all the people that's watching me, Apostle Mylene Moudiaye, you know, Bila et de progrès, et de prospérité. Do you know yourself enough? Do you love yourself, Apostle? You know, do we love ourselves? It's important to start that journey now. Sometimes I feel like if we loved each other, not even each other, if we love ourselves first, maybe this world will be a different place. Maybe this world will not be what it is today. So many chaos, so many situations, you know. Because there's a reason why God says to love yourself. To love yourself. We're losing so many children in our day and age because what they've seen, you know, what they're hearing, how they going to school and they get bullied because of how probably they dress, how they conducting themselves. Probably they haven't done anything, but someone is just attacking. But if that girl or that boy was, you know, loving themselves, then they will stand up strong and bold to say, hey, God is what you're telling me, God is what you're saying to me is not going through, you know. And you'll be able to respond back in a confident way for the person to know, hey, this boy, this girl actually know himself, know herself, you know. Self-love. Let's start teaching our sons and daughters, you know, to love themselves. Even before you start teaching, start by yourself, so your children can see, hey, my dad loves himself, my mom loves himself, you know. Because we have these two pillars in our life that affects us a way or another. Tell me who you're hanging out with and I'll tell you who you are. If the people you're hanging out with, they don't love themselves, then for sure they will, you know, you get that contamination straight without even you acknowledging that you already got that. It will start affecting you little by little. But I like the comment. Let me go through the comment of Josiane. She says, biggest lesson of 2020 at the and the hardest challenge of 2020, working on yourself. your mental health, understanding what is really important and what is not. And when everything goes back to normal, to really to be ready to face the world just in a rebirth. 2020 has given us the time to rebuild. Yes, Josiane. Yes. Take this time to rebuild yourself. Take the time to, you know, to go within you, to look at yourself, you know, in the mirror, because it bounced back. The reflection in the mirror bounced back to you. It tells you exactly who you are. It tells you exactly who you are. It will not lie to you. A mirror will not lie to you. Have you ever, you know, woke up, you know, a morning and just, you know, you undress yourself, surely naked, in front of the mirror, and you just stand there and look at yourself. Look at your feet, look at your belly, look at your chest, you look at your arms, look at your face, look at your hair, you look at everything about you, and then you go deeper, you go down to the emotions. How am I feeling today? How am I feeling really? Because the only person can tell you the truth about it is only you. Self-love yourself. Self-love yourself. Take the responsibility of yourself. The reason why when Jesus came down and died for us, do you know the reason why he didn't stay in the ground dead? I mean, all they knew is Jesus is dead. But there was a reason why he didn't stay in the ground. Yes, first of all, because he is God, right? But secondly, because he is our Father. And as any father or parent always has, you know, has taken this responsibility to take care of their children. Jesus could not stay down because he has to come back. He had to come back to be able to take care of us. Responsibility, his responsibility. And because he loves himself so much that he never found himself where there's sin. He loves the sinner, but he doesn't love the sin. So you never find God where's the sin, because sin is dirt. Sin is disgusting. You will never find God in that particular place. But he loves you still, but you'll never find him there. He also loved himself. So what about you and I? You know, what about you and I? The earlier you start teaching your children about self-love, when they grow, they will teach someone else. When they grown enough, they can, you know, tell their children, tell their friends about self-love. Confidence is key in this world. Confidence is key in this world. You know, Etincelle of today is to understand that you need to love yourself. This is the Etincelle, that lighting, and to understand in which category you're basing yourself. Is it in the positive one, the negative one? Somehow I feel like we can have both, or maybe you're finding yourself in each of them. But the reason why I'm speaking more towards the negative side, because I want you to acknowledge it so you can be able to come out of that and join the positive side. I want you to stop to be lazy. I want you to start neglecting yourself. I want you to be able to let go of all the bitterness, you know, all the things that can lead you to death, honestly. You know, I want you to acknowledge that and be able to deal with it. Deal with it. Talk to yourself. Go within yourself. Work on it, you know. Work on it. and finally join that side where you love yourself, where you're confident, where when you're bold. I mean, when you stand up, no one can resist you. When you speak with confidence. When I mean, they say this is Josiane, this is Apostle Miley, this is Coralie Chunke. When they stand up, this is Helen Daldine. You know, when they walk, they say, this is the woman I want to marry. This is the person that I want to work with. Because she is self-confident, because she loves herself. I want to be close to this girl because she's clean. She smells nice. You know, her mouth doesn't always speak dirt. It's all about all these things that we need to start acknowledging, that it was my Etincelle that I really want you to take in. You know, it's all about that light. See that light, take it, let it lighten your life, all area, all aspect, and finally come out and move towards this journey, move towards this journey that has already been created for you. Because through this journey, it is a long journey, but sometimes we are the one who make it short. We shorten our journey because of all the things that's going on in our life, because of our own attitude, because the things that we're taking in. All right, so oh, hello, Sister Coralie. Oh, hi. I just mentioned you, actually.
Yeah, thank you very much for your share.
Thank you.
I'm really happy.
Yes.
Because when your topic is really interesting, especially when you're broke or whatever things that you're going through, you need to take care of yourself. I think it's really important.
Yeah.
And through your message, it's kind of you're a proud woman as well. Because I think like in our time, and especially during the confinement,
Yeah.
we have the tendency to forget that we're women and then we need to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
And then we need to love ourselves because obviously if you don't love yourself, you cannot share that with others. And you look gorgeous with that and with presentation. And for us as well, like,
Oh, thank you.
Be blessed and thank you for the topic.
Thank you so much, Sister Coralie. God bless you. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy. Actually, they touched somebody, and I'm sure he will definitely touch so many more. So feel free to call, because we're actually ending the show. I can read one of the comments here. It says from Clavery Mummy. Yeah, Mama Clavery, may God bless you. He said, you are right, Gracia. Ooh, one of the biggest challenge. Oh. One of the biggest challenge for youth today is to believe in themselves, their worth, which them enable them not to be influenced by other people and believe. Hello? Oh. Yeah, sorry if you see me that I haven't answered, just feel free to call back. Yes, Mama Claveri, you're absolutely right. You know. Oh. Hello? Oh, I think it has cut. Just feel free to call back, guys. So yes, Mama Claveri, you're absolutely right. So many children are losing themselves, whether it's in the gang, whether it's in a situation, because they don't love themselves. When you love yourself, you will not find yourself in a place that will possibly take your life away. If you truly love yourself, you will not find yourself in that space. You want to be somebody, unless maybe something has shut down within you. Something must have shut down for you to like the situation of losing your life, to not caring for yourself, for not conducting yourself in the right manner. I mean, if you have lost it, something must have shut down. But hey, Jesus is the one that comes with this light to enlighten something within you, so that fire can burn up again, so you can stand up from where you are and possibly, move forward, so you can continue on that journey. So don't let it go towards the end of your life. Don't let yourself go. Don't let yourself go. Whether you're a wife, a young girl, a husband, a young boy, in each category, wherever you're finding yourself, do not let yourself go. Love yourself first. Love yourself first. When you love yourself, you want to go for your education because it's important. You want to finish it. Even if you have a boyfriend, you want to go and get that diploma, because in this day and age, we need to see that hat graduating. Your mom wants to see, my child has possibly finished the education. But you as well, being proud of yourself, that you've achieved something. That you've achieved something. And even if you stop somewhere in education, it's not too late to come back. It's not too late to come back and finally finish what you started. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. Love yourself to grow in all aspects. And so we are ending this show tonight. And I am happy that I had each and every single one of you who helped me to create a bigger and much bigger audience tonight. Thank you for your messages. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for interacting. Thank you for the positive vibe that I got from you tonight. May God bless you. Keep on loving yourself, because God is asking every single one of us to love ourselves. Alright, we will see you soon next week, Friday. Connect yourself again for a different topic, but still under the theme love. It was Gracia Susuzande. May God bless you, and we'll see you soon.
Hello guys, how you guys doing? It's me, your girl Gracia Susuzande. Of course, you know me from this amazing beautiful videos on YouTube, doing all these tutorials for you guys, and also why not on Miss Africa GB 2018 and Miss Congo 2018. Well, right now I'm coming with something fabulous. I would like to present to you your new TV show, which is going to be called Etincelle. This show is going to be happening every single Friday at 7 p.m. on Betel TV. So you probably want to find out why Etincelle. Well, Etincelle is a French word for sparkle. For Etincelle, I would like to bring light into someone's life from the dark place where they are, not knowing really who they are and where they're going, or trying to bring them into the light to really wanting to find out and get to know exactly who they are. And with that, I'll be inviting amazing people who got amazing testimony to be able to help you that is going through so much, that you feel like your life is so blurry, that you don't really know your self-identity. These people will be able to help you as themselves have gone through that, So my message to you today is that God has your back. He got you and will not let you go. That you can come from somewhere and go somewhere. Etincelle. You can now catch me live on Facebook, on Betel TV, sharing the gospel around the world. Every single Friday from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Connect yourself, don't miss it, as this is going to be a life changer.
Betel TV, sharing the gospel around the world. La bonne nouvelle en tout temps et en tout lieu.